We've got 3 games left in the Premier League. They're not easy to try and grab that a European spot. But what we have on our side is the fact that we are essentially in the Europa League final. We would have to lose 6-0 to Lazio. I can't see that happening. It's not going to happen, is it? No? Bloody hope not. Hey guys, Woody here, welcome back, episode 53 of Oldham to Ohm, and yes, you definitely have to subscribe to this video. If you're watching this and you're not, it's a rule now, you have to. If you've watched this far, 18 seconds in, you have to subscribe. Don't forget to hit like there as well, guys. Yes, we have the second leg against Lazio in the Europa League today. It is pretty much a foregone conclusion, I think, since our last game where we beat them 6-1, but I just wanted to come back, make sure of it, you know. I mean, we definitely can't win 6-0, lose 6-0. We're at home, surely not. We played Bournemouth in between there, rotating sort of again, and we beat them 2-1. But even though we're winning, we're still only 9th in the Premier League, although this thing is showing us a 6th, which is weird, but I think that's because we've got the game in hand, whereas if we win it, we would go into that 6th spot on the table. Leicester and Bristol City down. Bristol City were always going to go down. They've had an awful season. Absolutely terrible. Brighton, Brentford, Southampton battling out for that last spot. But yeah, it is really tight here. Look at this. I mean, 52 points. You would say that Tottenham even have a chance of getting up into that. It's really that 6th spot. Liverpool are probably going to pull away from it. So Newcastle look like they're going to win the title again, which is crazy. Just wanted to point out we had a player of the month. Look at this. This is nuts. We actually dropped off. We cleaned up here. This one. January was our worst month, where 2 other players picked up 2nd and 3rd, but and then February where this guy picked up 2nd. But since then we've just gone all 3 and all 3. So we are clearly the best youth team in the league. That is hands down a fact. We are very stretched thin for this game, but luckily it's not hugely important. We do have Man City in 2 days' time, followed by Leeds and Chelsea. It is tough, but we've got Bergstrom in goal, Bruce at right back, Foster, Janusek, Kuto, Krisic, Lafiti, Pereira, Barrett, Hasek, and Adam Eder up front. Bruchball is not quite fit, neither is Heze, and neither is Lands. We did lose Sarimento. He is gone 4 to 5 weeks. Is his season over? That was against Bournemouth, was it? Must have been against Bournemouth. Yeah, it must have been against Bournemouth there, which is slightly annoying because he's just picked up a little bit of form, unfortunately. But yeah, not someone. I don't know. We could flip him next year. I don't know. I'm getting caught up on this. This is not the time to do this. We've got a Europa League game to get into. We are obviously at home, which is, you know, even better for us. And I just found out recently the other day that the final is going to be played at the Stanley Matthews Stadium, which was built in 2023. It's in Leeds. No teams play there, and it holds 41,000, and that's where the final is going to be. Strange place for the final to be, but okay, it is the Europa League, but still very weird. The Etihad looking very big here. Lazio, be interested to see how they play. I remember from FM23 that when you have a big aggregate lead against a computer, they sometimes they don't go for it in the game. They just sort of pretend it's a completely different game and it's 0-0, and Pereira they get his 6th goal of the season. So job done. This game was always going to be in the bag. So but I just want to come back. We can watch it. We can keep an eye on what's happening in Trabzonspor and Benfica. They're probably going through. They won 6-2 as well. But it'll be a good one to kind of, you know, talk about my plans for next year with the team. And an injury to Tim Barrett is not good because I don't have a lot of wingers. We really are running out of wingers. I am going to bring on Chukwuemeka and he will push out onto the left where he's okay. But yeah, that's not good. And all these injuries before the final. But yeah, just thinking about the team for next year as we come out of defence here. I think Bergstrom's done enough this season to keep his spot in goal. I think we're fine at right back with Bruce and Musa. Left back, I'm happy. We've got Lanz and Krisic there, who just had the ball, and Benny Kudo, who's never leaving. And Krisic also can slot into that DM role, which is awesome. So I think we're looking pretty good as David Hasek makes it 2-0, and this is embarrassing for Lazio. This could be like a 10-11 one on aggregate win, which is just ridiculous. Midfield, I think we look pretty good in the midfield with the likes of Ignominy, Heze, and obviously I think there's Krisic up there, and Lafiti as well. I'm very, very tempted to splurge 40 million on this guy because I can't see us making too many other transfers. It all depends on what sort of budget we do get there as well. Hasek in that shadow striker is good with Chukwuemeka. There's Felipe Anderson, but I think he's offside. No? It's counting. But that's fine. It's, when Chukwuemeka there as a backup has been fine there. I think our main issue definitely comes with those wide attacking players and potentially up front, especially if, we're playing Adamita out on the left most games. We technically only have one striker in Bushball, and that's probably not enough if he gets injured or drop a form or whatever it might be. So it's definitely good to, we'll need to bring in another striker. Oh my God, maybe Lazio can turn this into a game. It's just a goal glut in the Europa League, but he's offside. And obviously with Pereira here leaving, I'm happy with Barrett. I think he's really, really good. It's just Sarmiento hasn't been great out on that wing. And obviously, like I said, if we're playing Adamita out on the left, definitely need another striker. But I definitely think it's worth getting in a, goalkeeper could be another issue. Just a nice, maybe a good young goalkeeper as well. Although we do have one who's 16 or whatever in the reserves, Alan Thompson, I think. But if Magnus Norman's happy to come back and sit on the bench, then I'm happy for him to sit there on the bench and can play some Carabao Cup games. But we definitely need a decent backup. And Magnus Norman fits that bill perfectly because he's English as well. I actually just realised I skipped past the central midfielders. Good work. Central midfielders, central defenders. I've even forgotten their name because I skipped past them. Foster's been well this season. Jimenez is coming along leaps and bounds, and Janusek is solid. But I worry Foster and Janusek just maybe not quite that good, especially Janusek here. We definitely probably want to look for another defender. He's pretty decent, but he's only really rated as 3 stars at the moment. Richard Foster 3.5 stars, so neither of them setting the world alight. Gilberto Jimenez obviously is the one with the most sort of potential here, but even he has his weak points in the game. So yeah, sure, I'm happy. We'll try that. So it's definitely a So centre back is something that I want to address next season as well. I think I'm happy with the 3 here, but I think we just need someone else who's an absolute rock at the back there to, help us there. And I feel if we get Champions League football, if there is that possibility, or even European football of any sort of type, I feel we can attract that right sort of player. And how did that ball not go in the back of the net? I do not know. And yeah, just shore up that defence there as well as the ball bobbles over there. And I don't know how we didn't score there at all. But this game is looking really, really good. We are cruising. I was going to make some substitutions, but no one is actually as tired as I thought. So we might leave it for a little bit longer and make some when we start to get some tired boys. a highlight here now as well. This first highlight I'm commenting on this game, and it is Lazio breaking the play up. But once again, they have, I mean, I guess they played better than they did in the first leg. We just absolutely blitzed them in that first leg as Milinkovic savage blasts over the bar. But we will make those couple of substitutions at the moment, I think. Have a look at some of these players who we're getting a bit tired, and we need for Man City. That's it. So we'll bring Hesse on here. Adam Eder is looking tired. We're going to give a run up front to Mark Beresford. Why not? Janusek can come off for Jimenez. Well, we might bring Jonathan Rastrick on. Like, the game's sorted. We're not losing, are we? So he can come on there. Benny Kuto is tired. We might bring on. Although Benny Kuto is not going to play against Man City, so he can sort of stay on, I guess. Chukwuemeka's not playing well on the left, but what would you expect? We have made the 4 subs. We'll just leave it with the 4 there. And I know 3 here, and obviously the early one to Tim Barrett. Hoping that injury to Barrett isn't that bad. I mean, we'll probably make a last substitution, probably Galloway for Benny Kuto in about 5 minutes. And there it is, all done and dusted. A pretty, run-of-the-mill sort of game there. 2-1. The injury to Tim Barrett is a problem, though. Could be a problem, I should say. Confirmation there, Benfica. We will play them in the final. They obviously beat Benfica 7-2 on aggregate, so a lot of goals being scored in these semi-finals here. There you go, the Stanley Matthews Arena. Bizarre. No one plays there. It's strange. They're expanding it as well. I don't know. We just play, a lot of games get played there. Very weird. 2 to 3 weeks. Ouch. That's not good. We get 2.41 million. We're going to play Benfica. Hopefully they can't break that curse. It is a 100-year curse. I checked up on that. But definitely read up on that. It's very, very interesting. Right, guys, we are back for the final game of the season. I played the Man City and Leeds game off camera. We were fortunate in the Man City game. Alexander Bruchball getting a 95th minute equaliser. Mwah. Absolutely stuff of brilliance or something. We'll have a quick look at the goal. Here it is, Slafete getting it, lands now on the ball, he crosses it in, and Bruchball is the man there to slot it home. So very, very lucky. Yes, Man City had a player sent off in that game, but just before that happened, but it was all Man City, so we were lucky to get a point there. And then we had a gutsy 1-0 win over Leeds in a match where it was pretty lackluster, both teams, but we managed to come out on top with Krisic getting a vital goal. It was our defence that really put in the hard yards in that game. So we have Chelsea today. Now, as it stands in the Premier League at the moment, we sit 7th. I don't know how this... I don't know how the fall of this is going to go, because I know for a fact that the FA Cup final, so Liverpool won the Carabao Cup, but the FA Cup is being played by Villa and Stoke. Now, neither of them are going to qualify for European football. I mean, Villa still could, but they'll get European football, so I don't know how that's going to work. Liverpool probably aren't going to get the well, I suppose they could slightly get knocked out. So it is very, very tight in this last game of the season. The good thing for us is that Chelsea has secured Champions League football, which means they don't really have too much to play for. Newcastle have won the title again. We have a look at teams around us playing. So Arsenal, Brentford, Villa, Leeds, City, Bournemouth, Liverpool. Where's Liverpool? Oh, Liverpool third. So Liverpool have Brighton, who are fighting relegation. And West Ham play Tottenham, who can't really do much. It is very, very tight, and we have some very, very tired players as well. Adam Eder picked up an injury, so he's wearing a wrist guard, but I'm not going to risk him today with his risky wrist, something like that. Bruchball doesn't make the bench. He's tired, so we are playing Hasek up front. He can do that, but we are stretched very, very thin, ridiculously thin. But I think a draw against Chelsea, we are at home, a draw might just be enough to see us through, depending on other results. I don't want it to come down to European football time to win the Europa League, although we do have a good chance against Benfica. But I'd like to maybe secure it in the league. That would be also nice before we go into that game. So here we are. We've been fantastic form. Win, win, draw, win. But yes, we are being held together by sticky tape at the moment. Chelsea coming off 2 wins. Pretty decent team. Darwin Núñez up front. Still got Conte as well. I'm thinking like a draw. It depends what Manchester United do. Oh my God, there's so much stuff happening. It is just absolutely crazy. We are going to shout and encourage the boys, obviously. We're going to move to that heat map, which I love. And we are going to put in the... never lets you do it, does it? I was going to say, I am going to put in the table so we can keep an eye on that table. Or maybe I should leave it off. Go the jeopardy there as Shen Jinu on the ball now. He has a pop and it goes sailing well over the bar. Chen on the ball again. Probing forward out wide. Not his ideal position, but, needs must. As well as we've got Lenz out on that left-hand side, which once again is not his ideal position, but Benny Couto puts in a bit of a cross, but Hasek cannot get on the end of it. Alexander Bruchball probably would have made that chance count a bit more, but great stuff from Benny Couto over the top. Lands now on the ball. Can he use some of his dynamic play to get forward? He can. He goes back to Lafiti and Signoni, and it is Bruce. He gets in a cheeky little cross. So just to have a look at the table there before this highlight came up, as it's sitting at the moment, this draw is enough to keep us in those European spots as Benny Couto wins a fine header. Lafiti lands, Hasek can't get on the ball. He just doesn't have the pace the likes of Bruchball does. And is it Darwin Núñez now? Sterling, Mason Mount. Oh, this is slick from Chelsea, but Bergstrom with a top save, making himself even bigger than he is. So I think Manchester United must be drawing as well, I think. Free kick here for Chelsea. Don't let them score. Let's keep them out. N'Golo Kante's shot goes wide, and hopefully it's enough to see us to half-time. It is very lackluster game. Chelsea don't seem up for it, but to be honest, we don't really either seem up for it. Highlights straight from kickoff. I'm always dubious about these, always dubious about them. Ben Chilwell now cutting inside here. Probing run. Danilo shoots, and Bergstrom with another fine save. Goes out for a corner though this time, and it's going to be whipped in by Mason Mount. And it is headed away by Ruan there. And Bergstrom claims that one easily. The giant Finn. Free kick now for Chelsea. Mount in again. They are looking dangerous, getting more and more chances. I wonder what is happening. I can't check Bergstrom now. Whenever I go to check that, it always throws up a highlight. Maybe I shouldn't do it because no more highlights is good. A nil or draw is good. I think even if Man United win, we've probably still got enough to see us into a Conference League spot at best. Benny Couto, Chukwuemeka, Carney Chukwuemeka, the club that let him go, that terminated his contract, said he couldn't make it as a football player. We picked him up, and he says, sorry, Chelsea, you got it wrong. Chen now over the top. Do you remember last season, Carney Chukwuemeka winning us the FA Cup? Well, he's just pulling out another outstanding performance. Oh, how did that not go in? To secure us European football through the league position. Man United drawing with Newcastle there as well. So that is a bonus there for us. Chilwell now. Chelsea, well, I mean, do they want to get back into this? They probably don't. They don't really care. It doesn't make any difference to them. They're going to finish runners-up in the Premier League. I don't think they can even finish third. I can't remember. But, like I said, they've secured Champions League football. Like, what else can you do as Darwin Núñez makes it 1-1? I mean, they can do that, and just really rain on our parade. Ruan and Foster not having the best games in defence, unfortunately. Whose fault was this? Who's this? Is this Darwin just splits both of them? Oh my god, I can't click on him. Foster and Ruan there. Yep. Right, tired players out there now. It is the midfield who are... Signori's going to come off. Heze will come on. We're going to need a lot of these guys for this Europa League game. So, Chen we don't really need, but he's not playing that well. Lanz isn't playing well either on that left wing. But I'm not going to bring on Ida or Bruchbell there. There's really no point. But the central defenders are playing really bad as well. But I've already made 3 subs. Are we going to... Here we are. We're gonna just do all 5 like that. Boom, 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 and swap both central defenders out as well. Because I mean, I don't think a loss is going to kill us because Man United. Oh, look at this! 3 teams all on 60, trying to get in. We have the worst goal difference as well, which is we really got to sort out the defense. We demand some more with Benny Couto with a long throw headed away, but it is Bellingham. Bellingham has a pop and Chilwell nods away. Not too much from Bellingham this season, obviously just, finding his feet at the club. Not part of the European squad either, so hopefully a good squad player in future. Mason Mount, Lee Kang In, don't do this. Oh, flipping heck, it's an own goal. Jimenez, the man I bought on. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have changed the centre-backs. I shouldn't have changed the centre-backs. How is that going to cost us now? We're going to drop down to like 10th. With that, we're down to 9th. We're going to go attacking. We're going to demand some more. Come on, Chukwuemeka. Oh, he's lost possession. Is that Lukaku? Castledine? Don't know who that is. He's a reject. Don't score, Bergstrom. Come on, boys, please. Please. Oh my god, we're winning 1-0. We're winning 1-0 into 8th now. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Oh, Jimenez an own goal. I'm just sitting here. I don't know what to do. Let's try and work the ball into the box. It's been more expressive. Just push it up. Step up more. Trigger press more often. We'll just try that for the last 5 minutes. See if it does anything. I don't think it's going to be. We've got a highlight. It's Chelsea. It's Castledine for Chelsea. He goes over the top. Fabinho. Amoir. Couto. Darwin. Oh. We had to go for it. We had to push for that draw. A goal difference was never going to be good enough. Oh, flip. We've really butchered that. Really butchered that. Subbing off the 2 centre halves was an absolute mistake. They both had poor ratings, exactly the same ratings as the guys who were there. Oh my god. I'm not happy. Oh, and that's not what we need going into the bloody Europa League final. I really feel ill all of a sudden. We finished 8th. We've missed out on European qualification by the skin of our teeth. Klopp is Chelsea manager. Right, Jimenez. Arsenal Champions League with 25 million bonuses. Oh. Right, I don't know how this is going to work. So 3 teams here got Champions League. Man City got Europa League. These 2 teams got Conference, but Villa in the FA Cup. So I don't know if they win the FA Cup. Is that drop down a spot here and they'll get? Oh my God, the rules is so confusing. So no, 8th is nothing. So depending on the winners of the Europa League, depending on the winners of the FA Cup, depending on the winner of the Carabao Cup. So that's why that gives... Oh, because Liverpool fell out on goal difference. So, it's going to boil down to, when is the FA Cup final? Oh my God, this is just... Oh my God, I feel sick. 19th of May. So that's actually after our game against Benfica. So we'll come back to that Benfica game. It'll be a one-off. We'll wrap up the season as well. I mean, if we win, we get Champions League football, which is pretty nuts. If we do get Champions League football, it will... I think West Ham might miss out then. I don't know. I can't remember. It's all too confusing. But what I need you to do is subscribe if you're not and smash like, please. Oh my God, I can't feel sick. I'll see you guys next time.